Stacey and Jace, East Coast Radio.
It's a bit of a 2-for-1 special today because congratulations and happy Maths Day. It's International Day of Mathematics today. If you didn't know, it's because nobody did until I told you right now.
Celebrating.
Come on. We just, before we even get into school and whatever. This is an actual question. Jace, Nicholas Tatham. Both married fathers who own properties. Okay. What about maths in school are you still using now? Because I feel like we still don't know what the value of X is.
Oh, no one knows that.
We don't understand a square root for nothing.
The Pythagoras' theorem.
Exactly. Like, who even is that guy?
Guys.
Who is he?
Useless, eh?
He's
unnecessary.
I can't even spell Pythagoras.
No, but it's a P.
Why?
but like...
So...
No. And now the people listening going, oh, excuse me, I was like great at trig. Cool. When last did you sin and tan, guys?
Yeah.
In which capacity in your life have you sinned or tanned?
Or caused.
Yes, or caused.
I use a lighter version of maths in my life at the moment because when I'm DJing, I need to make sure that 128 BPM matches with 150 BPM.
But you're counting
that's
to
as far
4
as it goes. No, you're counting by 8. Stacey.
But because that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
No,
1, 2, 3, 4.
On the mixer,
which is 8.
You need to adjust by 8.
My brain's cooked already.
So that's how I'm using
that. And that's higher grade.
But but any other way, it's just like doing quotations and invoices. That's the only math I'm dealing with.
You just use a calculator.
Exactly. But that's maths in some way. That's the lightest I can go.
You're like, there are numbers here, and therefore I'm. Please.
Cost 10.
Stacey doesn't even do her own invoices.
Yeah, no, I literally don't. Who knows?
Like we'd like to know, like, right? You studied mathematics in school
because everybody said you'd need it someday.
Yeah. So how are you using it today? Like, how's it graphing? Maybe you're an engineer, or maybe you are a PE teacher, and you're just like, it never worked out for me.
Or maybe you're that person who, when the bill comes at the restaurant, you're like, I don't need my cellular device.
I got it in my head.
I can add 15% on this, no problem. I can divide this by 8 and by line item.
How's it working out for you?
Because you're just good with the numbers. So just genuine question. Today is International Day of Mathematics. And how are you, as a grown person, applying the maths to your entire life? And don't say because you had one child and then another child and now you have 2.
Don't be basic, okay? Let's go to Nandi.
Hi, Stacey and Jace. You're speaking to Nandi from Durban. And I use mathematics. I use it whenever I go to the bottle store. So I obviously have to calculate how many drinks I'm getting, how much it costs, and who's all contributing.
Stacey and Jace, East Coast Radio.
Could have been Mr. Stacey Norman.
Wow, geez.
Denied me.
Jeez, Dululu there, Stacey. Dululu, Stacey, you know how it went down. Still promised you a catch-up, but it never really happened.
It didn't go down. It was, before it could even rear its ugly head, I was denounced.
Yeah, his last words were, I will connect with Stacey soon. Soon, Dololo. Never happened.
Yeah, I'm Delulu, he's Dololo. I mean, see, a great couple. Craig David on East Coast Radio, KZN's #1 hit music station. It is International Day of Mathematics.
Can you believe it?
Where we celebrate the wonderment of 1 + 1 and hopefully don't get 3. And we're just having a chat about, obviously, everybody had to do the maths at school.
Yeah.
And even if you were like, this is not really my vibe, I'd rather do art or history or geography or something, you had a parent or an aunt, someone's like, if you don't take maths, you will have no jobs.
Yeah, there's no future if you don't have mathematics.
Maths is it. Like, I feel like our parents were petrified that we were going to be at home for the rest of our lives. They were like, you're going to get a job, babes, and out from under my roof. So we wanted to know, because no one on this team is using maths for anything groundbreaking.
How? My DJ.
1, 2, 3, 4. So what are you using maths for on the rigs? On the line from Montclaire. Kevin, how are you?
Yes, hello Stacey, I'm very good.
Look, I mean, you sound like you use maths quite a lot, eh? Even the way you're speaking, eh? And how are you using maths in your day-to-day life or craft?
Well, for us in our day-to-day lives, in the spring industry, we use it. But if you've got to calculate the cut length of a spring blade, then you would use it. If you've got to calculate the weight of the blade, even if you've got a coil spring, so you've got a car spring, and you've got to calculate how much material you've got to use. even stuff like that. If a person comes to you and they say they're looking for that they're going to be building a trailer and they need it to hold a certain weight, there's certain formulas that you can use.
Kevin, wait, hold on,
Kevin, no one in the room, I'm actually going to speak for KZN, knows what you just said. As
Kevin,
in, like, it is too perplexing.
You may be
complicated.
The smartest person I have ever heard in my life. What are you talking about? What? Are you an engineer?
Jeez.
No. Well, we're actually an offshoot of the engineering industry. Call us that.
Okay.
We're a cross between engineering and blacksmith.
So you make sure that the pressure on the springs is correct enough for whatever it needs to be applied for. But isn't the equation for that Fs equals minus K triangle X?
Kevin's like, that's a no.
I'm honestly not sure. There are so many formulas.
Listen, I just made that up. I don't know what I was saying.
Kevin,
I was just trying.
Bless you, because clearly no one in this room was blessed with the genetics that you have. You go forth and carry on being magical and mystical.
Jeez.
Honestly, hands down, smartest person.
Yeah, I did not know.
Thank you, my Kevin. Have a beautiful day.
So if you like Kevin and you're using maths, please let us know, because
not only is he using it, this is his career.
He is maths.
He's Mr. Maths.
He's mathematically inclined to maths.
That's it. And the maths is going to maths. So just a quick show of hands here. How are you using maths in your everyday life? And it can be as like simple as, I'm not. Or it can be something higher grade. Like Kevin. Yeah. It's going to take me 3 years to... I have to go back and listen to that.
How many shoes do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Even there, you are struggling.
4,000. 061 792 9495.
To your maths days as we celebrate Mathematics Day.
International Mathematics Day.
Yes. Worldwide. Hey, people are like, cost 10.
Is it a celebration?
Well,
I don't think so.
Look, there's a lot going on. A lot of it is very bad.
How do you celebrate?
We will hold on by saying things like
cry.
I'll get my calculator for that.
Yeah.
I think I still have when I was younger, my mother had like an abacus.
Yes.
And that was when I was a baby. It's like to move all those things over. So I have an abacus, I have a calculator, I've got a cellular device.
Jeez.
You got all of the means.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, I don't need to math. So
she doesn't do the
if
maths.
only Mr. Fareed could see me now.
Yeah,
You'd be so proud.
He said, if you can't do this, Stacey, I don't know what will become of you. And well, I mean, he's not wrong.
Like, listen,
here we are.
I don't know much about maths. You're going to love this one, Stacey, but I can tell you that the maths between Chelsea and Jimmy from Love is Blind is not correct. It's not aligning.
Is it not adding up?
It's not adding up, and I can't wait for the reunion tonight.
Yeah, Jay and I are going to watch it later. However, for now, because we clearly have nothing else to do but watch Netflix on a Thursday night, because we didn't maths correctly. How does maths show up in your everyday life? On the line, Durban's first lady of hip-hop, Lex LaFoy. How are you, my babes?
Welcome.
Hi, Stacey. Hi, Jason.
How's it?
Now, Lex, I'm going to assume that this has something to do with how you make your money, right? Like, how does maths rock up in your job on the daily?
Yes, girl. Just to let every creative know out there, the creative skills need to go with the business skills. Like, without the balance, it's not going to work.
All right,
she's saying balance. Now she's bringing in accounting too. I feel very seen, Lex. I feel very attacked by this call
how
today.
How are you using maths? How are you using maths? Just explain it, because
Of course, no problem, Jason. So myself, I use maths like every single day. I use it in creating budgets for all my creative projects. I use maths in the financial reporting of all my creative projects.
Yes, cool.
I use it for my own personal monthly budgeting. And like the reasoning skills that we learn from maths helps us in everyday life when it comes to problem solving.
Wow.
So yeah, maths is huge, guys.
Wow.
Huge.
Okay, Lex LaFoy coming through. Love it. In your rapping, do you use it in your rapping, counting the bars? How does that work for you?
So generally, all music takes place in counts of 4. So every count of 4 equates to 1 bar. And there's a new style of music that's also called, I think it's called 3-step.
Yeah.
Or 3-count.
Deletes the other bar. Yeah.
And Yeah, so what you'll find is that 3 steps in a bar actually represents like a very traditional sound of music. So if you listen to traditional Nguni music like your Madosini, you actually hear that traditional music generally happens in 3 counts per bar.
Guys, Lex, you're amazing. Thank you for being here. But between you and Kevin earlier, I don't think we've ever felt less smart as a group of people. Like, you know what? I'm going to find a new word of the day.
Yeah, shout out, Lex.
And I'm going to have to amalgamate my linguistic skills because, I mean, what I lack mathematically, at least I have linguistic.
Yeah, I was about to say, shout out to Lex, by the way. So she is saying music is maths.
Yes, music is maths.
I am a musician, which means, Stacey, I too am math.
Justin Timberlake, Selfish on East Coast Radio, KZN's #1 hit music station. Stacey and Jay Spoo here with you until 6. Oh, I am so upset about this conversation today.
When the mics were turned off, everyone's just like, what are these people saying?
Nancy for this maths nonsense.
Don't come in with this maths attitude.
No, but also, actually, if you think about it, Nicholas Tatum uses maths all the time. He's telling us all the time. No, but exactly that. How many runs, how many overs,
Speed,
3, 2, 1, 1. No goal, own goal, 0 goal.
Yeah, I feel like he's only realizing that
minus
now.
goals.
He's only realizing that
guys,
now
cricket,
that he uses
golf, maths.
So there you go.
So maths is everywhere.
Okay, also now we can officially state Nicholas Tatum is the brains of this operation. But I mean, to be fair, I kind of feel like we knew that.
Yeah, we did.
He only realized he uses maths in sports now, Stacey.
Yeah, well,
like
you just realized
accounting.
you were telling people about like 8 counts. I was like, it's 4, and then Lex backed me up, and then you called yourself Mr. Maths.
The BPM, when you adjust in the BPM, you adjust it by 80. See,
80.
Yes, it's not the same thing. There are 4 bars, Stacey.
So I was correct.
Yes,
call me Mrs. Maths.
We were not saying the same thing.
Only one guy can't do maths in this room.
Hectic. Hey, this girl. 1991 classic, the one and only Chesney Hawks on East Coast Radio. Stacey and Jay Spoo on a Thursday talking maths. How are you using maths in this day and age? Are you using it at all? Do you even know that you're using it? On our Facebook, Ryan Hedrich says, with my salary and my bills, only subtractions.
Please. Vimla Singh, counting the potholes.
Well, that's mathematical. Too many.
So, and yet another day has come and gone without using Pythagoras' theorem. And this is it, right? We understand that there was a moment in time, because our listenership would be split between those people who had to do maths higher grade or standard grade, and then the rest of you who got to do something called maths lit.
Yeah, hey, I think about 2008 they introduced maths.
What was
literacy.
that?
It's like maths explained. So Jabu went to the tuck shop, had 10 rand, and bought something, came out with less money. How much money did he spend and what did he buy?
But that was just maths paper 3.
Well, they did something there. I did maths.
Did you do trig?
No, I did maths. I did pure maths.
Did you do trig or not? Oh, you did.
Yes.
So you are not a student of lit. You are a student of purity.
I can even tell you right now the mark I got in my matric report.
What did you get?
I got 60%, guys. 60% is what I got for maths.
So you could grasp Pythagoras'
I
theorem.
could do it all. I did tell you I am maths. No.
Did you do high grade or
got
standard
60%
grade?
for maths, yeah.
I plead the 5th. No, I did standard grade.
So did I. They were like, would you like to? I was like, have we met?
And what did you guys get?
I got like...
I can't remember.
I want to... No, but it wasn't great. It was my lowest mark.
Such a long time ago.
It was my lowest mark. I think it might have been... It was like a 60... It was like 67 or 68. And for me, I was quite hysterical. I was so proud of myself that I managed to do it.
I'm asking Nick. Yo, dude, what did you get?
It was too long ago.
He's like... It was too long ago. I feel like you don't want to remember.
He passed.
No, guys.
If you got 60, you'll remember.
It was well over 50%.
It's 52. That's what I'm talking about. So, KZN, in this hour, in celebration of International Mathematics Day, how are you as an adult actually using maths on the regular? Here we go.
Hey guys, regarding your question with maths, I don't think there's anybody who's going to say like a certain formula, a certain calculation has helped them do this in their lives. But I think mathematics helps us to become deep and critical thinkers, just like how chess makes you think ahead.
Hello. Oh, Jan all the way from Vereeniging. Always when I'm doing shopping, I always use calculation in my head, especially me working as a petrol attendant.
I'm actually a mathematical literacy educator at a high school in Phoenix, and I think that this is the subject that's the one. MathsLit really equips our learners for the real world.
Good afternoon, East Coast Radio, and to listeners, it's Selvin Gunner from Durban. I use maths in my daily work duties, basically in the electrical field. We use calculations to work out how many solar panels and lithium batteries needed to give a customer service or to run the equipment at home.
Stacey and Uncle Spoo are aware the most creative I get with maths is calculating how many calories I burn to get up, to get another beer and a packet of Mexican chili whilst watching football versus the amount of calories I'm putting in with the beer and the Mexican chili while watching football.
Hello, Stacey and Jasper. Yeah, it's Mark here, everyone's favorite. Where do I use maths in my workplace? Never. I've got a calculator on my computer and I've got a calculator on my cell phone.
Stacey and Jasper, East Coast Radio.
Look at you guys, mathsing, eh? Mathing, eh? Doing the things.
Stacey and Jasper. Weekdays 3 to 6 p.m. East Coast Radio.